Welcome back, everyone, to an episode of Timberborn with me, Dr. Munchkin. So last time, if you've been following along, we kind of completed the first part of our diverter valve, let's say, where we could actually block the bad tide, push this off the end. That filled up, we kind of released it, and now we have contaminated beavers, which wasn't great. So kind of offline, I kind of really pushed towards getting the herbalist online so we can get some antidote, as you see here. And we do have some dandelions throughout the system. We also started to build this, trying to get more water to be sustainable. We do also have a drought approaching, and then we've moved up here as well to start getting this built, and that will divert bad water, because it is a bad water source, off here, which hopefully should keep this fairly clean, except when this is a bad tide, which we'll want to try to maybe push off the side over there. That's a long-term project. The other thing, though, is we did manage to unlock zip lines, and so this will help us to get up here a bit quicker, which will allow us to build our power network, which we really desperately need in order to power all this very efficiently and also expand our industrial district as we get more beavers on the rise. But the goal today, hopefully, as you can see here, they have been working through this. They are rounding the corner. This becomes sort of the bigger part of the project. And we'll see how far they get with that, but we just need to survive. Food, we are up to 2,000. Water is doing okay. We are almost done with this, just need gears, and then we will have an amazing water source. But we definitely or dangerously need to keep pumping. Very much so. And I think the next research item we really want to go for is the large water pump. And I do want to place this out here, just so that we can get this water when it is a kind of a drought, and just in general once we kind of get things going. But to that end, we're going to go ahead and build a lumberjack flag out here, like so. I don't have any beavers available, but we will also go ahead and mark trees for cutting and just cut all of this down. We'll go ahead and prioritize that to do so. But as we get into this, as always, if you guys like the content, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. With that, let's go ahead and get started. Yes, that drought is approaching. Hopefully, we can get this all satisfied. Oh, they were building these things as well. How are we doing on wood? Wood is fine. We will probably, because it is a drought, need to, start stockpiling other power sources as well. But in terms of research, if I go to power, well, I do want the large turbines as well. That requires you guys to be running a lot better. But yeah, that large water pump will help us a lot more in the long run. I think we need to stabilize water more than anything. But we have a day, and it depends on how long the drought is. Hopefully not terribly long, that we can survive on what we have. Because if it is too long, that will not be good. But it does give us time to actually do side projects. So for instance, I could start getting scaffolding right here. And then once we get the pump water, large water pump, right there, that will go decently far down. Not terribly so. You know, I almost want to like drop it down a little bit. So let's actually do this. Let's do the dropping it down a little bit. Because actually, no, we kind of want it where it is, because we're going to be able to... Oh, no, it'll be down one level. How much scaffolding do we have? I do have triples. And they are... That does require a lot of planks. We'll wait on that. I don't know if we actually want to do that. But new day, new adventure, drought is approaching, and how bad is this one? It is 12 days. 12 days is not a bad drought. We can still pump a little bit through this, but it is going to start to eat resources just a wee bit. We'll go ahead and pause at least these guys. We'll keep 2 of them working. That will free up some jobs, which is good. Do we have the Builder's Hut online? Builder's Hut. We're going to unpause you. That will allow those beavers to start working on building things. And we are getting... Oh, that's probably why it looks so unfull. We do have that online. Now, we do need to pause these things. Unpause you, and do a little bit of that. So that will keep planks and gears a-working, because we do want those. We are getting some benefit over here. Research is a no-go for now. That is all right. And what else do we want to do? They are still building all the way over here, which is actually the perfect time to do so. Also, we kind of want to build that out so this would have more water retained and the pumping wouldn't affect this. And it would keep all this happy. Wood is doing okay for now. I do want... Oh, I do want that to be built. Can I high prioritize that? Because I do have a gear. Just plop that in there and we will be solid forever on wood. And I can get rid of these technically. There we go. So now wood, I can hold 1,300 or so, which is insane. Planks though, we are good there. We are good there. Water will stay up here. It is not affected by the pumping. And that will keep this alive, hopefully for a while. I'm going to pause you guys for now. Oh, cure contaminated beavers. Nice. So this actually worked. Who would have thought? Yeah, containment beavers going down. Lacking goods. What's lacking goods? Oh, the grill. You don't have any more potatoes. Oh, it's because you guys are both doing potatoes. Well, that's a problem. This is Spatterdock. Do I have Spatterdock? I do. Can I switch you over to grilled Spatterdock? I can. Okay, well that will help a little bit. How long? They're gonna need a while. Wait. Alright, well 900. 10 more days. Hopefully we survive. And they are building all of this, which is, again, fantastic. More beavers. Actually, no. We can have more beavers building. What about here? That's maxed. Do that. That helps all that. Getting resources around. Yeah, shower is a problem. Whole 9 yards. Story of my life. What do we want? You could start being important. I do have planks. Actually, that is a little bit more important than everything else. Do I have metal? I do have 16. You require 20. You require 10. So maybe not right now on building that. They could start working on that, but not the end of the world. Beaver's injured. Where are you at? We have medical... Yeah, you're in the medical bed. I was going to say, we have plenty of those. You should almost be done. Getting a little bit more log surplus over there. And how are we doing over here? We actually have one of these in. Don't know why they're not... Oh, because they can build diagonal, and we do have planks, so that is an oddity. We are keeping a little bit of water in here, but we may pump it if we start to come down a lot more. Hard mode is hard. It's not necessarily the end of the world. This is also why you can see here, this reservoir is good. So we can come up to this height, which is one below everything else. So this should be fine for pumping. Especially if we raise that up, or redesign that, rather. So we'll go ahead and do this, but water will, and this produces so much more water than these. It'll be amazing to actually have this online. All right. 8 more days, 8 more days. And then we really need that research. What do we need for that anyways? We can start pre-planning. Do we need treated planks? Please don't tell me we need treated planks. We need treated planks. Yay, happiness. Treated planks. I do need that. That is a problem and not a problem at the same time. because I can fit you in right here, and then just hook that up directly with a power shaft right here, and then it'll be powered. But yeah, it's not happiness. It's not happiness right there. And we did leave room for our gravity batteries to come in. You guys are cattails. You're ready for picking. You guys are still doing okay. I think we're going to need to pump because we're going to run into another water crisis off the bat here. That is not fun. And I will just go ahead and start pumping away here to help do some things. Oh, they're building that up so we can get the whole power network set up. There we go. So now we're powering all the way up here. Water is starting to come back. We can go ahead and delete you. So come over here, demolish building. Don't need that. Check. Let's go ahead and high prioritize these guys. I don't know if I can get water. Your max depth is 2. No, that is not helpful. So that will be better in the long run, but for now, not so much. These guys are all paused. Did we actually finish up here? We did. So bad water, when it returns, should divert nicely, and this should all be clean water. As well from this side, I think. That's a bad water source. You're going to come all the way over here and be bad water that way. But this map is huge, by the way. Can't remember if that's a water source in there or not. Okay, well 6 more days, and we're holding steady for water for the most part. Kind of. Food is still fine, which I am overly happy about. But I do need more storage. What was this being built for? This was more carrots. But what do we have? Oh, we're finally getting chestnuts online? That is glorious. Let's go ahead and get some storage. Medium warehouse over here. You know, we'll go ahead and build 2 of them. One will be chestnuts, the other one will be something else. Cattail roots, maybe, for now. And we'll have to do a little bit of this, just because I don't have those circular stairs as of yet. It's not the end of the world, but we will want that. So that helps cover that, but we should be getting a new food source. Don't we have grilled spatterdock? Oh no, spatterdock still is growing. These will pop up as they do, and then now we will harvest them. And then it's okay if they kind of die out, because we're replanting anyways. Alright. 5 more days. 5 more days. Can we hold? God, I wish we could do that. What are we actually building? We're building this? Well, I mean, that's helpful, but I actually kind of want to prioritize this stuff. Oh, that's because it wasn't prioritized. Alright. Actually, let's prioritize that as well. Oi. Alright. We'll do this. Because this will help keep this green. I could even put more water pumps back here if I needed to. Keeps things a little bit better. We're down to our last little reserves here. We have 4 days left. This is finally dried out. 4 days. This is why we need more water. Okay. This all dried out. They're going to die in 3 days. Luckily, we're going to get at least some of them out, so food will be okay. This will all die, that's fine. And we have plenty of berries. There's our grilled spatterdock. We don't have a lot of room for it, which is okay. But this is where our metals are going to go. If I had any, where are my metals? Well, I have tons of scrap. Oh, jeez. Okay. Apparently we use metals for something. Oh, did you guys put it into something? You could have probably put it into one of these. Yeah, you put it into the zipline station. Bully to you. I'm not necessarily upset about it, but I'm a little upset about it. Alright, well, we have more beavers. What do we want to do? I could build another builder's hut. That could be helpful. The problem is resources for that. We don't have a lot of planks. And we're using beaver power to do everything. And these guys are only working at 52% capacity. I really don't need the gear logs right now. That boosts you guys up to 100 with the 2 of them. That's helpful. Oh, and you guys are starting to put everything together. Well, it's nice and all, but yeah, that's gonna be a little bit. For power, though, having these guys 300 would be amazing, and this is why we started to get paper, so we can start to do this. Boop, 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 boop. Build a whole network out here, but yeah, we have a lot of things to do. Maybe just getting a few more normal water pumps will be sufficient to at least fill the reservoir now that we have a super reservoir. They are starting to build that out. This is done, I guess. Ooh, or I guess it is almost done. I need 20 logs to build my dam. And then this will hold water, so these trees will grow. Can you guys reach? You cannot reach, so there's no point in me even trying out there. So plant crops, or plant trees, stop planting those and those? Was that the extent? Yes. Although getting up here now, we could hop down, start expanding out a little bit, get more food. There's even logs over here. That could be a district. Could be lots of things. I don't know. But we have 2 days left, 240 water. It's going to be close, but we shouldn't really have a lot of deaths due to dehydration. It should not be an issue, and food still very much solid. So we should be fine for these last couple days. They are doing actually a lot of good work out here, as you can see here, but we do need those metals in order to build the sluices, which will start to do work. And we need this built ASAP as well, just because this is going to be diverting some water. You can see here, this stayed pretty much full through a 12-day drought, and so did this. So we can fill this up as a giant water bank, which is the massive plan to have this good reservoir going. That would be phenomenal. And we will eventually come through here, destroy these triple floodgates, and put in a sluice network that will autofill this to a level, and then we'll have another sluice network up here that'll just overfill once it's filled up the reservoir. Or once it's high enough, rather. But luckily, it's the last day, we have 100. Not the end of the world. And we'll go into this new day, and they are building things, which is helpful, but still not fantastic. Yep, and we just need metal blocks now. So, metals is a go-go. Alright, well we can survive a 12-day with about 1,000, so that's not too shabby. But let's do a little bit of a rework here, do this, come up here, do a little this. That's fine. And then this guy, oh, we're gonna reduce all these, maybe down to 4. Does that still have 3? Do I have a bunch of new beavers? That could be oh, that's right. They moved up here. Born. We could just have a bunch of new beavers. Well, here's the water coming back. That's going to save this area as this floods, which is fantastic for us. And once this fills up over here, it'll overflow into here, and then it will overflow into here. As you can see here, though, we have diverted the bad water off to the side here, which is fantastic. It kind of goes off the map a little bit, still need to shore this up. We could build a sluice network here. And then in this system, I don't know where we would build a divert for the bad water. But I do want this bad water, so I can. That's why this is here, so we can have a fast, quick way to get over. Yeah, the thing is, I wish I had something up here just to get to that water reservoir when it's available. But research is back online. We do have 4 beavers available. We're just going to go ahead and put them here for now. And that should be good. Let's go ahead and prioritize... Oh, no. I want prioritize, not demolition. That. Just so they build that up so we have some storage for the cattail roots. So we will need that. Carrots are finally crazy levels. Alright, food is good. Water is a problem. But we should be pumping. And you can see here, now that this dam is built, we have good water reserves over here to keep all this happy. Alright, if I get a little bit of pathing going... it's not what I wanted, but okay, we'll take it. Do a little bit of that. So now we can get over here, and I don't know what I want to do with that. It's not green, but we could build something. Just don't know. Alright, well, we're almost up to 800 science. That would get me enough for my treated planks. And do I have pine resin? I do have 250 pine resin, probably why I paused you. And if I go to cut trees, probably want to unmark some trees. Like so. Just so we can get a little bit more pine resin. We are getting some chestnuts, which is fantastic. We can actually fit in. I do want an explosive factor. I want too many things. But with chestnuts on the rise, we could start to get grilled chestnuts, which is what we're going to switch you over to. Just because we have them available. Might as well. Another food source increases happiness as well. Building is unstaffed. Oh. Well, I really don't need you running right now because I don't have any contaminated beavers. And you're just lacking materials of planks and metal blocks, which we're getting in there as they build that. Okay. System is alright. Water is coming up, which is what we need. But is it going to come up fast enough is the question of the day. And the answer is, I don't know. I do really want the, you know what? We're going to push for the water. Power we have enough of for right now, but this is a necessity, I believe. So we're going to do that. We're going to high prioritize all this. And I need to build power, get it right there. And this is also going to be super high priority. New well-being score of 16. Love it. A lot of injured beavers, probably because we're building out in the middle of nowhere. Let's also just lower... Another drought is approaching. Fantastic. Well, we're going to go to 24-hour work cycles at this point, because I don't have enough water. So we need to definitely increase 20 hours, because you guys just need to work. It's only for a few days, but water's water. I can hold 2,500, which is great, but if we don't have it, that will be bad. And obviously, these guys are not really going to do so hot and all that. Food, though, will be fine. This needs to get at least, I want to say it at 1,500 for me to be happy. But it looks like we will have room available to build over here. Because a lot of this is just, you know, other things, and they could start working on this pathing. Bad tide is what we're really concerned about. But if we can get you online, which logs are done, just need gears and planks. And then once we have treated planks, Do I actually have enough? Large water pump. Oh, it's only 400. I didn't realize the greatness of it all. Yes. And we will go ahead and do pathing there. I also do want a zipline station here. And we'll go ahead and add a connection to somewhere. Too far. Too many connections. Son of a biscuit. Well, we'll go ahead and add a another zip pylon. How about over here? And then we can just add a connection here. And ooh, actually, What? No, we're gonna actually remove that connection. Add a connection to there. And then this guy, we'll go ahead and add a connection to here. That makes it a lot nicer. This, though, will be amazing. We just need you online. How are we doing on water? You guys need to pump, 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 pump. We have 1 day left. We're actually going to do a 24-hour cycle today. Planks and gears are almost ready for this one. Everything needs to go into there ASAP. And we are still kind of working over here, but we do need those metals. And if we get 1,400 of science, sorry, it's like, what do I want? I don't want that one. I really just want to get this. Gears is a little bit of an issue. This we do have logs, but I don't really have planks. And this only requires a few more. And we are just going to leave this pumping to try to increase this depending. This spatter dock doesn't matter. It really doesn't. This food is fine. We have nearly 3,000 food. And this new reservoir over here is going to actually help keep all this alive for more tree growth and everything else. So I'm not concerned. It is a 15-day drought. We did get up to 1,300, or at least it's saying that. It was fluctuating there a little bit. There, we do have 1,300. So it's a bit better. But we will need to actually pause you, pause you, pause you, unpause you, and unpause you. I'm going to just pause. I do need gears. Because we want to build this. And once we have that, we will be actually prioritizing this. And workplace. That will help immensely. Coming down here, let's go ahead and get some more haulers while we're at it, just to fill a little bit of jobs. Don't know what else we really want to do right now. We have the building going on. It's more prioritizing getting this working. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll get more power. We'll get another Wheel of Shame. And we'll get you up and running. Since we do have, at least for now, we have logs. Are you guys busy enough? And now that we've actually done that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and plant trees and bushes and get some more oaks online, like this. And we'll go ahead and get 2 more lumberjack flags. And then we'll go to cut trees and trees for cutting. Something like that. And the reason we could do that is this is now pure water, and this is helping keep this alive. We could even, as a means to help pump water, I could add another water pump. In fact, a large water pump would even be even better over here. But this one should reach, it does reach the bottom. So we are going to just install you. Put that there. Construction on that was going to be a top priority. But we're already 2 days into this drought. Water is up to 1,700, so I'm not feeling too bad about that. Still have 6 beavers. Once those 3 gears are done, this will come online. That gives me 50 more power in the system, although the wood workshop is crazy amounts of power. But we will be pausing gears in the interim for that until we get the treated planks for you. And then we can pause you and switch over to that and hopefully get a crazy water source online. Because this pumps, I can't remember the output, but it gets a lot of output. And I do like the rework that we did there. You though, yep, we're kind of running out of materials there. So we'll do a little bit of that, and now we're stuck because we don't have any more metals, because they put all the metals actually into there. That's actually almost done. What the heck is wrong with you guys? And oh no, we didn't. 16-hour days. Sorry, my beaver population. I kind of made them work slaves. They need rest. Oopsie daisies. We left them on a 24-hour work cycle. That is definitely going to lower morale and probably cause a lot more injuries. New day, new adventure. Do we have beaver working there? We do. That is great news, and we are planting all of this, which is also fantastic. And why aren't we cutting those down? Probably because they are not marked for cutting, and that is a lot of logs. Because those are 8 apiece. And 8 apiece, yeah, we definitely needed a little bit of surplus there. This is finally running. 36%, that is fine. We do have plenty of pine resin. We just need other things. Actually, we'll leave the gears because I need 5. Once the 5 are there, we're going to stop. You. Okay, water is officially gone. But we have 2,000 for... Well, actually not gone because you're still pumping. But we do have 2,000 water for 10 days. Is it enough? We're going to find out. But if we can get this up and running, we'll save our bacon. Alright. New day, new adventure. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Possibly. You're at least built. You're built. Okay, that's where all my metals were going. And then if we get you built, which needs metal blocks, then we can start getting some connections online. Once we, though, get the bunch of wind power, we're probably going to destroy these things. Frees up a little bit of room, not terribly a lot, but, you know, bit something. I could even build another plank station over here to destroy this and get more production online, because that will be in line. But luckily, this is keeping this alive. That don't care about too much. This is a working, and how are we doing on you? 1 more gear is required. Okay, now we went down about 100 or 200. Let's give it 200. 200 in a day. So that's 10 days worth. Or maybe with this pumping just a little bit, that could be enough. I don't know. But this coming online is going to save the water supply. We'll be able to more rapidly fill up the water, and I can probably get rid of a few of these as well. That also helps prevent us from dealing with that. And then we will go full force into this development. Now housing, I don't have any more beds. I will need to expand housing once we have more stability. Coming over here, let's go ahead and pause you. That gives you a little bit more efficiency. And you can keep producing planks that we should keep having. Let's prioritize by haulers, maybe? Okay, you have 1 plank. And it comes into here. Alright, well, another 5 and we'll be good, right? The other power stuff that we want is gravity batteries. I could start to build them, but they're kind of useless without a way to recharge them. So after this is done, we're getting wind power online. And it will take a little bit of time, but it will be good. And look at that. Everything is just kind of being built. What is the priority on these things? it's not a super high priority, right? Yeah, it's normal priority, so I don't know why things are going elsewhere, but they are. Yeah, but all of our metal needs to go here. We do have plenty of that. Oh, you know what we should do? We should just unpause these guys, because we can. That's 2 more jobs available, and we're finally starting to run out of the water. Now this is not bad because they're going to die in 14 days, but it's not fantastic. These guys are going to die in 8 days. Well, they'll actually die, but we should have plenty of dandelion reserves. You know what? We're going to unpause you, because we have berries, dandelion, and paper. We can at least fill this up with antidote in case we have another event. We at least have a little bit of a stockpile to help handle it. But yeah, that's the push for the super water pump. I only need 2 more. That's fantastic. And I have 3 beavers available, which you take 3. Are you almost done yet? That's 1. Then we just need 1 more. Come on. There we go. You're producing it. And then we are fine on water. At least I think we're fine on water. It is lowering, and it will eventually run out, but once we fill all this up, that will be a fantastic little reserve. And we do want that just so it's quicker to get things back and forth. Especially because then a boom boom into the main supply. We will kind of want something over here as well, ideally. I just wish these guys could take more connections. I really do. Like, you could have like a hub. We could add, you know, like this to around here, but it is what it is. All right, 7 days remaining. This is finally built. That is fantastic. We're going to pause you. Don't need the treated planks right now, and you guys are producing crazy amounts of water to the point that I don't think I need you anymore. And these guys are producing 1 every 0.33 hours, and these guys are producing 5. So this replaces 5 of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete these guys. And then I do want to build this here. Prioritize that. And then what we're going to do is storage. I want to build a large water tank over there, basically. Go ahead and put you here. The priority on this is not that intense. Don't really need it too much. But that is a long way to go for these guys. But water is now fine. The drought, not concerned about, and we will eventually increase water. And what we're going to do is we're going to delete this one. Or actually, we'll just delete all of this. Like so. And actually, I can just move you right here, like this. High prioritize that. Get some more storage. Get this online like you. And now I can get another massive underground storage there. Ta-da! Okay, well, we have 800 million projects going on, obviously. That's what we do. I don't know what materials I want here right now. Probably planks, because I will probably want to stockpile that and then get rid of you to something else. Now, planks we don't really have right now, so it's not something that we're worried about, but 5 more days on this drought and we will be good. Super water's good. This is just going to be water. We also want to unlock bad water at some point. And we can start... Oh, they are building that. We just need metal blocks to start connecting up our network. You guys can get there. Can get there. And can get there. Yeah, the network is almost online. we are getting more scrap just to max that out, and then they'll have nothing to do, which is fine. But that district over here will be nice because we have a huge scrap pile, as well as the mine. That will require to green this up. And to green that up, I don't know what we want to do. Depends on where... Oh, that's right. We were going to bring water in here and flow it this way, and it will just flow into here. That would be smart. And then we can have civilization elsewhere. We do really need landscaping, though. And in particular, I want an explosives factory, which costs 400 and uses bad water. Well, the network needs to be up, and we need bad water pumps, which we will eventually get. I really, really wish I had completed these things, because if I complete this and this, they can build all of this, basically. Hands-free. Just don't know what to do about here. This one, we could just do that to get over there, to do this. And then this guy, they need to be able to, if they can destroy those, I can build this up. Or I could actually move these out and do something there. But that's another day for another adventure. Water is fine. Love the water situation. And this is more than enough to keep that happy. We actually paused you. You guys are just here for emergencies, but we deleted only 3 and have another, we have our super pump online. So very happy about that. And this little reservoir over here will be good during droughts, seemingly. Okay. Next mighty goal plan thingamabobs. Don't need that. I really just need research. We got 3 more days left, then this mega droughts is done. We could start to get another home online. I feel with the water, we can start to support it. So let's go to housing. Triple lodge. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do a normal lodge. Something like this. And we'll do the mini lodge here. And then we're going to do this guy. Like that. And then we can do... Can I build a rooftop terrace on top of this? I don't know. I really don't. But we're going to go to decorations. No, well-being. It does work. Perfect. So we want that, so we can do a little bit of this. Question is, how the heck do I get up here? Well, I actually don't need this anymore. So what we're going to do is demolish you and you. And they're going to high prioritize the collection of these goods. And once that's good, we can go ahead and reconfigure this and get... I'd like the spiral staircase. I really would. It's really cool. And I could actually... It takes treated planks, which I have. I have them. Oh, it'd be beautiful. Okay, well that's all good. So we're just going to destroy all this. And then this. This. And you know what? We're just... Do I really want it? I do. High prioritize you and high prioritize you. That gets me some logs and planks. And this will allow us to have a beaver boom. But the thing that we're going to want is these guys, I want to be paused. Because I don't want that many beavers right now. These guys hold a little bit, which is good. We are going to be starting to get more jobs available. I want to expand farming and as well as getting the power online. Maybe we get another builder's hut so we can build more things. That sounds great. But also, once power's online, we're going to get rid of that, like I said. Alright, water's perfectly fine. You guys are perfectly fine. I want more farming over here, though. This also helps with that, because the pathing is not horrible, and then this will just improve it a little bit, especially if we get something or other working. Who knows? But we did burn a little bit of that. I do need 1.4. You guys are fine. You guys are not being built, which is okay. Yeah. And treated planks don't really need them for now, but we do have the facility. So, solid. Last day, very, very stable. Very stable community for now. Let's look at expanding food, though. We could get a farmhouse crop planting. Could get sunflowers. Potatoes are kind of a nice staple to have. Carrots are doing okay. I do need variety. Wheat, a wheat farm would be amazing. Getting some sunflowers would also be great. And yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to dynamite into the center here. And when we get dynamite, and then we're going to just make a little well. And then it will just keep this all green. It'll also help keep this green, mind you. Or it should have enough reach. We're going to make it a 3x3 triple deep. And we'll need a water dispensary for that. But then we can green all this up and we can do more planting for food. And then hopefully that helps support these things. But now we have... Oh, can't get their materials because you're not on. I do need this online for a little bit, but we'll do that on the new day. New day, new adventure, water is returned, fantastic. You guys can just be left on. We can just start doing this. All of that. And that'll be solid. You guys actually have sap. We're going to unpause you. I have 6 vacancies, that's okay. We do that, and all the vacancies should go away. You are also a crazy, yep, you are always working. And water is returning. That greens everything up, and everybody's happy. Once we get power, you will be online, but this needs to overflow. So the other nice thing is that having this whole dam kind of drain, this will be safe. I could even build this up to even have more water protection if I got over there. But we could always drain and fill this up to keep everyone happy. Okay. Are we getting power and how much does the network need versus how much am I supplying? I don't know. Well, water should starting to get research, that's good. We need 950 power. Water seems to be okay. We're actually going to pause these because water is doing all right. Let's keep you pumping for now. That gives me 3 billion unstaffed. Oh, well, you guys don't need to be running anyways for now. And what is unstaffed? You? Yeah, that's okay. Oh, hold on. Can you oh, I was going to say, can you reach over there? That'd be nuts. You guys seem to have walked all the way around for some dumb reason. Okay, whatever. So we'll just keep you paused as well. We need more beavers. Oh, we had some old age deaths. That's what hurt the population. But these should bring more beavers in to make things better. That is getting metals. Good. Alright, well that's working. So now we just need you working. And things really shouldn't be taking too many planks. Other than these massive stupid projects that I said to start. But that should be enough for us to start producing a little bit more. Scrap is fine. Oh, we can pause a scrap as well. Pause. There we go. Keep the population solid. But yeah, if we look at this, it is gorgeous. And over here, like I was saying, this is clean water. And that makes us happy. This is what we're reducing pollution to. Alright. So next order of business, obviously power. Am I out of storage? I am out of storage. No, I have plenty of storage. I just need to grab it. That's full, that's full. Those are not full. Okay, that's fine. How are you guys doing? Cattail roots will need a grindstone, which also requires power. It's always an issue. We are producing enough, it seems. Things are kind of working on a fluctuating pattern. It's okay. But these guys are doing great, because now they're all the way over here, and then we'll start building that out, which will be fantastic. And we still need that. We do that to the second highest priority just because if we do need the highest priority, we have it available. Science, we do just need a little bit more, and because we're not pumping down here anymore, any of that, we should be solid for future growth. And I do want to keep an eye on this. Reason being, if we start to dip, which we seem to be a little bit, maybe I will turn you guys on just so we kind of max some stuff out. You, I want to be water for now. You can be planks. Priority is not another drought approaching, of course. Well, good thing we have what we have. It's in 3 days. Again, not the end of the world. The question is, do I get enough in 3 days to build you? Or rather, unlock my my potential. Oh, I don't need treated planks, do I? You're paused. That should allocate more power to the system, so they are running a little bit more efficiently, because this is built. And, oh, you could just all be built quickly if I had more of you. Eh. Power is over here. We're just going to start migrating this over like this. Do a little bit of this and this, a little bit of this and this, and get this here and power there. So these require gears and other bits, which I don't know where my gears are going. They're going somewhere. Where would they be going? Oh, they'd go into there. Well, let's go ahead and just higher prioritize all these things. And yes, that will allow them to build that very quickly. Most of these are just logs, but the gears is what I really, really want. And this will be that wind farm that I was talking about very shortly. Seems that we can get that now. Yes. Something like that, and then we will just do a little bit of connections between all of them. Something like that, and then we'll just make some paths, temporary as they may be, because we'll want to expand this network. And at least get the priority on these guys. So that will help with the drought. And the next thing we need, because this should start to help, especially if we get power during a drought. Oh man, could you imagine? Alright, well that is coming up. We should be solid on that. I know there's a drought in a few days. Paper's going in, planks are needed, gears are needed as well. You should be the highest priority. But the other thing is they've turned the corner here. So we should start building all that as well. Which is great news. But once these are complete, things will be better. The system is improving, I would say. Let's see how long this drought is, though. I don't like droughts. Well, I like them better than bad tides, let's say that. Because this would be all contaminated if it was a bad tide. and we'd have to purely rely on our water storage. Drought, a 22-day drought. Okay, this is a new record for droughtage, but I feel okay. I am going to go ahead and continue to pause these guys, so we keep the water here a little bit, and we're going to have to pause research, which we did barely get enough. Didn't I want... I needed 400 power for something, right? Or 400 research for something? I can't remember now. Printing press, nay. Power, yes, it was gravity batteries. So we can start to... put these guys in. No, can't do that one. That's fine. And we could, if I built scaffolding here, which we can, something like that, and then delete those, and then if I go to power, do that, and then I do need a power shaft, like this. Something like that. That is a decent amount of power, but these guys also very expensive. It's a long-term project for them. This is much more critical. As you can see here, we're actually building it. What do you mean it's too far? Oh, it's because we didn't build that. Priorities. Oh, well, you didn't get prioritized. There we go. Okay. Well, super long drought. We have made progress in terms that we have what I believe is a more stable water supply. With this guy online, we are not needing to pump here. We did build up this, so that keeps this green, keeps more wood a-flowing, which is fantastic. Cut trees, that's all being cut. That is good news. We're also getting more pine resin, which we don't actually need anymore, because why not? We'll go ahead and up these guys, and we do need power here because it is a drought. There we go. So now these are all running, and we're producing the things needed for this. Now we only need 13 more years to get our first one online. And then we'll actually have a second source of power, and they are going to start building all of this network as well. But what we do need is priority on these to be super low so they can actually get into you. And then we'll connect that up once we're ready. But we don't have enough metals, rather, to do all this. And so a lot of the production we will see comes into here. So we do have 821 logs, which is growing, mind you. We are getting more wood. Our beaver population is going to be up to about 65 once all those guys are grown. And yeah, things are getting better for our nation here. But that will do it for today. I feel we've kind of stabilized. We have alternative power on the rise, and the beavers are happy. I don't think this 19-day drought is going to hurt us too bad, but this is now increasing in importance so that we can keep away bad tides and keep that water high, so even at a bad tide, I can pump like crazy and keep the whole system alive. But once this is established, we need dynamite, expand out farming, food, get bad water online because we'll need that for the dynamite, and then start maybe building a new district to get a permanent metal source because this is finite. Although we are fine for right now, this is our biggest project thus far. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you at the next one. Dr. Munchkin, signing out.